I notice you've got over 3,000 customers in your network. Now, just if you don't understand what that means, so that means there's 3,000 people in the UK that are all paying way less than they were because Saira decided to get involved in UW. And the average spend for people running their house, you know, when you factor in their energy bill, their broadband bill, their mobile bills, when you factor that all in annually, you know, it's about £2,000 odd, and this is just industry average figures. It's maybe two and a half grand for the average house. So there's £2,500 turnover per customer. And you've got 3,500 customers in your business, so that's a that's a 7-figure turnover business that you've managed to build over and above doing other. And I know you don't like that.
Sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
I know you don't like that because for you, you're not money. You're money motivated, but you don't want to ring a bell and shout, "Look at me." I totally get that about you, Saira, when it comes to these kind of things. But it's also important to acknowledge what you've done in your business and what you've actually built.
It's a team effort as well, a massive team effort. One of our late partners who passed away last year, he was fantastic, and you know, if you find the right people in this business as well that will go along your journey with you, he did so much. I mean, I can't really take the credit for everything because he did so much.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It was amazing.
But this business is also about leading, and what you did is you led that young lad and you helped him and you guided him, and you know, so you still, a lot of that was to do with you as well. But so where do we see your business going now? You're 5 years in. What kind of goals are you setting yourself? Well,
can I sort of just rewind slightly and say that I actually took some time out a little bit when I was kind of going through a bit of mental health stuff a couple of years back, and I sort of put my business down for a while, and I just thought to myself, I'm not sure what I want to do in life. Like, I want to sort of reflect and take my time to think about what it is that I really want to do. And for some people that might be, I really, you know, I've got a dream to build houses, so maybe I want to or design houses, maybe I want to become an architect, maybe I want to become a builder. But for me, I'd had this sort of passion of creating a passion in a business out of my passion, and I realised that actually I didn't want to do that again. So for me, when I thought about what I really want in life, I really want to travel. I really want to have the freedom to not worry about paying bills, to, you know, travel more, just enjoy my life a wee bit more. And I've got a goal to have a detached house with lots of land so I can rescue farm animals from slaughter. They'll laugh at me for that, but yes, I'm a big advocate for animal welfare. So that's my dream, and I started thinking, well, if that's really my own passion, like my own dream, I don't have to particularly have a career around that. I need a way to facilitate that happening faster for me. So I just sort of wanted to, I thought, what am I doing? Like, I've got this amazing opportunity on my lap. UW is going to be the way that it's going to set me financially free. I am on the road to I'm building royalty income right now. I have built royalty income, and it's starting to come in month after month, and it grows all of the time. This is the fastest way to get to, you know, my dreams and my goals, the things that I really want in life, not just a career, but for me it was more importantly about what I want from life, and this is what's actually funding me and helping me, you know, build that dream.
Would you say royalty income, when I first heard about it, I didn't even know what it was.
Passive income. So many people are calling it passive income.
Yeah, because it's got so many words: residual income, royalty income, passive income, beach money. A great book. You need to read that book.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of thing, if you don't understand how money works, and I guess one of the simple ways to try and explain it, and I'm stealing this from wealthy people, and most people in the world work for money.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is you turn up every day to get that paycheck. Now, I did that for 25, maybe 30 years, so please don't take that wrong. I'm not talking down. I'm saying I did that for the majority of my career. Most people do. And then somebody explained to me that that's the difference between people who are wealthy, and I don't mean wealthy in the bank, I mean wealth as in quality of life, as in true wealth, having the time freedom to enjoy yourself, but also having the money in your bank. And the difference is most people are working for money, but the wealthy in the world have money working for them.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand that phrase until I started reading books about personal development. I started reading books about money, and they started to explain royalty and residual income.
Yeah.
And what I realised is we'll all probably know people who are in property. They're trying to build that
Absolutely.
property portfolio, but sometimes you need some cash to do it, or you need to have the right connections to do it. Because I know in
Absolutely.
property there's ways around, even if you don't have the upfront money. I get all that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what they're trying to do is build an asset so that that asset gives them a dividend or a payment every month, even if they're not turning up.
Yeah.
Now, UW is one of the simplest ways to do it because it's offering essential boring services, energy, broadband, mobile and insurance. We all use it. But every time Saira helps somebody save money on those boring essential services, she gets upfront cash flow, as much as £300.
Bonus. Yeah.
So you get that cash flow, because you need cash
Which is
flow.
nice.
Any business needs cash flow, otherwise, you know, if you can't afford to feed yourself until the royalty comes in, you're screwed.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
So we get the
yeah,
upfront cash flow, but at the same time we're building that legacy, royalty, residual, passive income, which means 3, 5, 7, 10 years down the line, you've got the wealth along with having had the cash flow while doing the journey. And I just think it's something that really is important, because if you're working a traditional job and you're not reading books about money and you're not maybe mixing in the right circles, because
absolutely.
your circle's really important.
Oh, absolutely.
Who you're hanging around with is really important.
I'm a big advocate of that now, 100%.
Yeah. My circle has changed. The people I used to hang around with in my earlier days, I've got my core friends.
Yeah.
I'll never lose them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm talking about my more, you know, just kind of folk who I thought were maybe inspiring folk, and then I realised they were just hard workers, but they were hard workers chasing the money rather than building wealth. And it is important that you've got the right circle around you. Would you say
Absolutely. It's about and putting yourself in the right rooms and speaking to the right people, and it's about how that affects, I think, your energy and your positivity as well. If you're hanging about with quite negative people who are naysayers,
Yep.
it rubs off on you and you do feel it. And I think if you're with positive people often, you then start to become more positive, and it's just that it's all good, you know. I don't know, so pause here because I'm talking shite.
No, I don't think you are. I think you're talking absolutely. I don't think we would even edit that out, Saira, to be honest.